So first of all, Sam, just to have Mason back in the fold. Obviously, you guys got real close last year. How would that feel to kind of see him back at practice yesterday and today?
Yeah, hoping to get dinner soon. So happy to have him back. I'm really happy for him and obviously his family. That's a pretty big moment in their lives. So I'm really happy for him. And like you said, it's really nice to have one of your best friends back in the fold.
The last few nights when you guys have been out there together, your line with Nesty and Tim, it feels like you guys are really working hard. That there's an extra compete level for you guys. Do you kind of feel that when that line goes out there?
Yeah, I think we're just working hard as we can. Obviously, we're all trying to make the team. None of us are really guaranteed a spot. So, I think we're just trying to bring positive energy for the other lines and kind of get the other team on their heels a little bit and let the other guys kind of do their thing. So I think we've been good, but I think we can only be better from here.
When you get into these last days of camp, do you kind of feel that competition level rise among the guys? Not against each other, but just sort of playing harder all around?
Yeah, I think as camp kind of goes on and on, the compete level gets higher from everyone, including the guys that are kind of battling for a spot. So, I guess that's a good point, but it's like it's all my best friends, so I don't really look at it that way.
And then just, in terms of what you're feeling at this point in camp, how are you feeling about the group, yourself, where you're at right now?
Yeah, I think the group's in a great spot. I think we've had a great camp. I thought we played well last night in terms of myself. Just trying to get better every day, and I think that I've gotten better as camp's gone on.
And then just the line you're kind of forming there with Tim and Nesty, what do you think kind of works well there in terms of your chemistry? Because it feels like it's really kind of locked in.
Yeah, well, me and Tim, we didn't play on the same line in college, but we played on the same team, so I know his game a good amount. And me and Nesty played together all throughout camp last year, so I think we're all just playing a pretty simple game right now, trying to get the puck in. Like I said, create some positive energy for the team, and I think it's nice to get one in the back of the net last night.
Sam, looking forward to tomorrow. I know lineup's changing in the preseason, but what challenges does San Jose present to the team?
They play hard. They play in your face type of game. They're finishing their hits. But yeah, like you said, during the preseason, it's kind of hard to maybe pre-scout a team because the lineup's changed pretty drastically from game to game.
All right, Ross. So we're into the final week of camp here. How have things been going with Coach Q and sort of working in with the group?
These are good. Pace is high. Pace is expected to be high every day, so guys are getting used to that. And I think, 10, 12 days in here, it's starting to catch on. So we're starting to get the rhythm, we're starting to get the systems, and probably have 2 more warm games here just to kind of implement it all, and hopefully it all comes together before game 1.
From yourself, what are you expecting out of yourself at this point in a preseason?
Just getting your feet underneath you, making the touches, playing with confidence. Again, controlling the puck. You're allowed to make some mistakes, obviously, to get the game where it needs to be. So, just getting the speed of the game, and again, getting my game where I need to be for when opening night happens.
Has there been discussion about what your role is? I mean, obviously, it was different coaching staff. Any sort of different view on how they're going to be using you?
No different view. Like Sammy said, I'm getting older, so I know what I bring and I know what I don't bring, and I just have to work on what I don't bring to work on those facets in my game, but stay within myself and just be a physical presence like I have been for the last year. So for me, it's pretty simple, and like I said, always work on what I'm bad at and just keep doing what I'm good at.
You've been skating online with Pales and Seneca lately. First of all, Paling, what does he bring to this roster right now? Because it feels like he's a useful guy.
Pales is great. I think he's a very underrated player. He's our 4th-line center, but I think he's a guy that can easily play up and down the lineup. So when you put someone like that in the middle of the 4th line that has skill and can make plays, but is reliable defensively and a good checker, it's something that I think completes the team. So we're really excited to have him. And like I said, as a lineup, he can play anywhere up and down. He doesn't have to be necessarily considered a 4th-line center, but we're happy to have him there right now. And
Beckett is a completely different guy, right? In terms of just the prospect level and skill level. What's it like to kind of watch him work up close?
It's impressive. We just came off a skill session. The way he can pull the puck and his shot, there's a lot of facets to a game that you can see are there. And I think as he learns the pro game, it's all going to come together, and he's going to be a hell of a player. So there should be a lot of excitement there for Ducks fans as well.
And then just, you've been here a couple of years now, to just feel the difference in the room as you go into a new season. How different does this year feel compared to the other ones from the start?
I think every time you start a year, you always have hope and expectations that it's going to be better than the year prior. But this year we have a lot of faith, and I think there's a lot of expectations in this room. You can always keep the outside noise out, what expectations are from fans and so on and so forth. But we're holding ourselves to a high standard here, and it's playoffs or fail. So when that's the expectation going in, and every game, all 82 games matter, and the rebuild, like I said, is kind of, in my opinion, over, and we have expectations to win. So as a group, that's leading into the season, that's a lot of excitement.